Hey guys, this is Ish at Ish's Tactical Solutions, and today we're going to do a comparison video between, or the versus video anyways, between the AR-10 7.62x51 and or 308 versus the 6.5 Creedmoor in a 16-inch barrel. So this is something that a lot of guys kind of shy away from, because on the 6.5 Creedmoor, when you go, basically for every inch you take off of your barrel, under 24 inches I believe, you are losing a massive amount of FPS and pounds per square inch of knockdown power. So, and supposedly, you know, as you're going down, you'll also start losing a little bit of the accuracy as well. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take them out and we're going to see how well they do, both of them evenly at 16-inch barrels. And if you don't already know, the 6.5 Creedmoor is, its parent casing is the 308, but it's the 6.5 bullet in there. So we're going to be using, I don't have the bullets out, I'll show them to you as we're shooting. We're going to use a 147 grain out of the 7.62x51, and it's going to be one of those light hollow points, and then a 143 out of the 6.5 Creedmoor, and that's getting them pretty close to each other. Same thing, it's going to be one of those small hollow points, or bow tails anyways. And we're just going to compare them. We're going to take them out, shoot a 100-yard grouping 5 shots, and then we're going to shoot through a pumpkin, 3/4 inch plywood, and a cinder block, and then we're going to take it out to 300 yards and do a 3-shot grouping from there. And again, the reason I do a 3 instead of 5 is so keep down on the error on my part. So let's look at the guns real quick. Oh, and let me add that one will be suppressed while the other one's not. That's because they're zeroed that way. I know that takes away from it a little bit, but it's just the way it's going to be. Alright, so here is the 6.5 Creedmoor that we have built, and like I said, it's suppressed. It's got a lot of stuff on there. It's got a PET 15 and the rangefinder for silencer co on there. But one of the most important thing that you need to know is 1, 16-inch barrel. 2 is it's got a Viper PST Vortex on there, 4 to 16 power with a 44mm objective, second focal plane. And then right here we have an AR-10 Armalite. So this is an old school one. This is not a free floating barrel either. So that's something that you got to take into account as well. Very thin barrel, 16-inch. All right, and this is the Armalite AR-10 platform compared to the DPMS platform. So they even use different magazines, a little bit different around the board. And the most important thing about it is its scope, and it is a 4.5 to 16. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. 14. 4.5 to 14, not 16. Correction. So, in fact, it's an old enough scope that it's got the parallax on the front parallax instead of side parallax. But it doesn't matter. What we'll do is when we're shooting those 300 yards, we'll make sure that both scopes are on 14 power. That way neither one of them have an advantage of the other, okay? So let's get out there and let's see what they do. Alright, so we just got done shooting a 6.5 Creedmoor at 100 yards, 5-shot grouping. And this is what we done. And this is out of a 16-inch barrel. That is going to be about 3/4 MOA. For perspective, there's my thumb. And it's going to be high because it's zeroed at 150. But there ain't no doubt, 16-inch barrel, 6.5 Creedmoor. Seems like as the day goes on, I've shot some other guns. That's the best I've shot so far. I'm doing better. So, a little rusty, but anyways, we'll move to the 7.62 by 51. See if it does just as good. Alright guys, just got done shooting the 7.62 by 51. Alright, 308 anyways. And this is what I've done at 100 yards, 5-shot grouping. As you can see right there, well, we got so many stickers going. For some reason it's shooting a little low, and I'm not sure if maybe I got a different grain bullet than what I zeroed with. There are 3 shots here and 2 shots there, and unfortunately I know that the first 3 that you see there, those happened when my first 3 shots, so those were cold bore shots, and the last 2 are as it warmed up. That's a thin barrel, and it just doesn't take much, and it's going to, so that's just over 1 MOA, and it, like I said, it heated up and it changed trajectory just a little bit. But if it wasn't for those 2, which are very good groupings as well by themselves, so if it wasn't for those 2, I mean, it was definitely in the Creedmoor range. It just, you know, we're going to stick with what I done. So we're going to give it just over 1 MOA, which means Creedmoor done better at 100-yard grouping. We'll keep moving. Just got done shooting 7.62 by 51 at a little pumpkin 3/4 inch plywood and the center block in the rear. Small entry hole, small exit hole, and then small hole through the 3/4 inch plywood. I'm gonna guess by the way that ballistic tip, yeah, blew up, for correction, that is a hollow point done. Small hollow point, bolt tail. It just blew the center block up. So basically it put all its energy into the center block. We'll move on to the 6.5 Creedmoor. Alright, we just shot the 6.5 Creedmoor, and this is what it done. It went a little bit bigger entry hole than the 308, which is kind of surprising. A lot better exit with their type of hollow point, but I will admit that it seems like that hollow point's a little bit better. And a lot better hole in the plywood compared to the 308. In fact, you can't even see the 308 one. So it's actually in the entry, exit, and into the plywood itself. And here is the exit in the plywood. And right here is the cinder block. So it actually penetrated in the cinder block as well. So for me, that's pretty simple. When you have a bullet that puts all of its energy into one spot, depending on what you're wanting to do, but I say for hunting, I don't like them to put it in the beginning, into the flesh, or basically the exit. So the energy is pretty much even with the 6.5 Creedmoor. It released some energy into the pumpkin, some into the plywood, and some into the cinder block as well. The 762 by 51 308 anyways. It dumped all of its energy into the cinder block, creating more damage on the cinder block, but that's not exactly what we're trying to accomplish. Anyways, we'll move to 300 yards. Okay, so we just got done shooting 7.62 by 51 AR-10, 16-inch barrel, and here is what we done: 300 yards, 3-shot grouping. Low right there, you can see the 3 rounds. You got 2 beside each other, and the other one about 1.5 inches, maybe a little bit more away. It's going to be altogether just under 2 inches. So you got just under 2-inch grouping. 300 yards, not bad. That means basically a little over half an MOA, still under 1 MOA, 300 yards. So not bad at all. We're going to move to the 6.5 Creedmoor. Okay, so we just got done shooting 6.5 Creedmoor at 300 yards, 3-shot grouping, and this is what we've done right here. As expected, the Creedmoor done real well. That is 1/2 inch at 300 yards. You can see there that the top tag, that was actually a tag I put over another bullet hole, so there's 2 bullet holes there, but that tag fell off. Anyways, that's a 3-shot grouping. It's 1/2 inch, maybe even under, which is extremely good, but I didn't expect it to do that good, but I did expect it to do real good. In fact, just like earlier today, I'm shooting better at 300 yards than I did 100 yards the other day. Is what it is. There's no doubt about it that the 6.5 Creedmoor, as expected, outdone the 7.62 by 51 at 300 yards, even out of a 16-inch barrel. They say that you lose a lot out of that Creedmoor. Every inch that you take off a barrel under 24, I believe it is, and it's still, whether it actually does that or not, it is still shooting extremely accurate at 300 yards. Anyways, give us a like, subscribe, make us a favorite. God, family, country, all in that order. Thanks for watching.